Hi friends. I thought I would go ahead and do my candle and wax empties and home fragrance empties for the month of April. So I'm going to start with just some like home. First thing I want to show you is this Palmolive Oxy Power Degreaser. I got this as a free item at HEB for something, I'm not sure what. And I was kind of skeptical. This is $2 down here, so it was a good free gift. But I really liked this soap. It really worked. Works much better than Mrs. Meyers, and it's $2. The only thing I didn't like about it is this blue packaging is deceptive, because like Dawn is blue, and it's just kind of like you think you have more than you do, and so you think, oh wow, my soap's not going down at all, but actually you're almost out. But I would repurchase this, and I would recommend it as well. I also finished up a Mrs. Meyers apple cider scent multi-surface everyday cleaner. I really like this scent, so yes, I would repurchase it. Now I'm going to give you guys a little tip. If you use Mrs. Meyers, you know sometimes these things break, so I don't throw these away. I will just peel the label off. The labels come off pretty easy. And I also use them for other things. Like I have one right now in the kitchen that I'm using for bleach water that we're disinfecting everything. But as you can see, like I'm just sitting here peeling it off, and there's hardly any residue. So you can just peel it off and just save the bottle. Because every once in a while, you'll have one where the nozzle stops working, and then that way you don't have to like throw the whole thing away. You can just run and get your other nozzle. I also finished a peppermint multi-surface spray from Mrs. Meyers. I like this one a lot, and I would repurchase it next year. I purchased the orange and clove set for myself, and I didn't like that one. I should have purchased the peppermint, but I didn't know. And then I went through a lot of hand soap. And it's because everybody's home and everybody's washing their hands 20 million times a day. And, you know, they usually wash them. I hope that they're washing their hands at school. But you never know. So I went through 3 hand soaps, which probably doesn't seem like a lot to you guys, but we also have other forms of soap in the bathrooms. So I have a bar of Grove soap that you may have seen in my February photos when I said one of my love languages is soap. So I use that. It gets my hands really clean, and I love it. And I also, in my back bathroom, I have a Grove glass soap dispenser, foaming soap dispenser, and you just add a little concentrate and water. So I don't have Bath and Body Works in my back bathroom at all. So, and then also, like, this is raspberry tangerine, and like when it gets down to about right here, this is very concentrated, y'all. The smell, so strong. I love this one. Last time they had a hand soap sale before all this craziness happened, I picked this up because I just love the way it smelled, and I should have bought more, but, you know, I didn't know. But I will, like when it gets down to about right there, I will just put some more water in here. I won't keep doing it, obviously, because it becomes less effective. But, yeah, that's another reason why we don't go through soap as fast. But we have been. But yeah, I would repurchase this in a heartbeat. I loved this one. We also went through a blackberries and basil. I love the packaging on this. This smelled divine. It doesn't have the notes. Oh, it does. Fresh blackberries, sparkling champagne, and basil. This was so good. But I love the rich berry scents. And then that basil gives it like a fresh garden feel. I would repurchase that one. This one is wild raspberries, fresh tangerine, and lemon zest. You get a little bit of the berry. The tangerine and lemon zest. Oh my gosh, so good. And then also eucalyptus mint. This is a refreshing scent of fresh mint, crisp eucalyptus, and sweet clary sage. This is also really strong, and I would recommend this. Very strong. It smells medicinal, but I guess you kind of want that in a hand soap. We love this one too. And then we haven't been going anywhere to use pocket backs, so that's why we don't have that many. But I did finish, like when I would go to the grocery store, I have a little spray bottle, like, I don't know, I have had it for a long time. And I put 70% alcohol in it, and I spray like everything down. Spray my hands, spray my arms, spray my clothes, spray my neck, spray they've already been disinfecting the grocery carts, but spray the grocery carts, everything. But I've also been using this, I also use this up. And there's a tiny bit left, but I swear I couldn't get it out. This is Comfort, vanilla and patchouli. This is really nice. This is very strong. I would repurchase it. I love this scent. It's a very feminine scent in my opinion, but I love this one. I would repurchase it. My daughter finished this one. She was working up until the shut-in orders from Governor Abbott. So she finished this one. Sweet pea. She likes it. It's just a nice floral scent. I don't know. It was when they were $1.75. My daughter also finished 1,000 Wishes Fine Fragrance Mist. After probably 3 years. Finally finished that one. So, candles next. I started this April 1st. This is Saltwater Taffy. The notes are cherry vanilla cream, fresh berries, and juicy cherry with essential oils. I thought this would be nice for like Easter, because it's got like a cherry vanilla. Anyway, you can see two wicks put themselves out, one didn't. It did have puny wicks, kind of about the halfway point, but other than that, it performed really well. My daughter, I love cherry scents. This was just okay to me. I loved it in the beginning, but then as the time wore on, it was just okay to me. I love this packaging, and I just thought this would be really uplifting for, the quarantine, the stay-at-home orders, and it was. Looking at this really did give me a lift. My daughter loved this scent, so she would definitely want me to repurchase it. I don't know if I would repurchase it. I might. It's kind of one of those that I could do like every couple years. So if they brought this out again, I might do it in a couple years. So, like that one. I also finished this DW Home Grapefruit candle. Now this one did not pull out. This one did not pull out all the way. Like for the first, I would say 3 or 4 burns, it had issues pulling out. And this smells delightful on cold. It smells like you have one of those, peelers, like a citrus peeler, and you have just like put it into the rind and you're like peeling it back, and some of the juice is kind of popping and it's, you know, hitting your nostrils. It smells just like that, like you're standing there and not peeling with your hand. It's, you know, that those little tools that are like, I think you get it from Pampered Chef or something, but they're like, you actually stick it in the flesh and you like pull it down, and then you can just immediately smell like the essential oils in the rind, and like it's kind of a watery, juicy smell at the same time. Oh, it smells so good. So the on cold fragrance is heaven, wonderful, but the performance was not great, and also the throw was not what I expected, not with the citrus scent. I expected this kind of to blow me out of the house, but it didn't. I would give this maybe a 3.5, 4, and I had this on my dining room table, and if you guys have seen my house, you know that it's not that big, so I expected more from this than I got. So I don't think I'd repurchase it, as much as it pains me to say that, because it's a delightful scent on cold. I wouldn't repurchase it, not in this vessel anyway. I may consider like doing like a 2-wick, but anyway, it is beautiful packaging. And then my daughter bought me this candle, I think last summer when she went to Missouri, and she got this from Aldi, and this is Vanilla Orchid. And this, when it's like the mercury glass, so when it was lit up, it was just absolutely beautiful. And it does smell like, I don't know what orchids smell like, but it's definitely like a floral mixed with vanilla. I would say 70% orchid, 30% vanilla. So there's kind of a metallic smell. I don't know if orchids smell metallic, but I don't really know if orchids smell peppery. But anyway, this was a wonderful candle, and I know you probably can't. I know Aldi doesn't. I don't think they do re-releases. The closest Aldi to me is like an hour and 30 minutes away. But this is how it burned. So this one did self-correct, but of course in the beginning I did struggle a little bit with pooling issues. I never had puny wicks or anything, but I would repurchase this one again. I burned this one in my bedroom along with another candle, and this was lovely, and I'm going to save the jar, not only because my daughter bought it for me, but just because it's just so beautiful. So we did finish the Yankee Candle Natural Cotton. Got this for $9.99, I think TJ Maxx, and you can see it did soot. And you can see it also has some wax left. You can see the wicks are pretty long, but I'm reluctant to cut Village Candle wicks. I wasn't until I actually had a Village Candle puny wick situation. I'm like, oh, this is what everybody's talking about. So now I'm kind of reluctant to trim them unless they just get crazy out of control. But anyway, the performance on this, last month I had that, what was it, the mint candle, and it was awesome, and it was a Village candle, and this same. I'm like, it smells delicious, but you have to like cotton scents, because this is a strong candle. I would give it like, probably a 10 out of 10. It filled up my living room. Yeah, and I had no issues in the middle with, you know, there was no sleazy middle. I had no issues with puny wicks on this one. I love this one. And I'm not a big, like, cotton, like, I don't have to smell, it's not something I crave. It doesn't bother me, but, you know, I know some people it bothers, but it doesn't bother me, but I don't crave it. My husband loves clean scents, and he loved this one, so I would definitely repurchase this one. This one was a winner. This came I told you guys I ordered that Grove collection last winter, and this was Winter Woods, and this is a soy candle. It doesn't have the notes, and you can see the wick is pretty big for a candle this size. So this one had no throw whatsoever, but it also never got puny wicks. It has a little bit of soot. I'm not sure why, but like, you had to be kind of like babysitting this candle. Like, I did not leave this candle unattended, and I don't ever leave soy candles unattended because they seem to burn faster and the flames can get out of control, in my opinion. And this isn't like a very thick vessel, so I didn't want to take a chance. But I like this sweet little label, but I wouldn't repurchase this. And then my last but certainly not least candle, Lavender Marshmallow. And you're probably thinking, wait a minute, you're on a no-buy. And I recognize that candle, and it's from this year. And you're right. This was one of my Valentine's Day presents for my husband. And he didn't know that I had been wanting another Lavender Marshmallow, because I had gotten a Lavender Marshmallow, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. And I loved it like the first half, and then it got this really funky smell, and I didn't like it. So I was like, yay, I got one, but should I chunk it up? Should I burn it? What? But this one actually burned really good. I love, love, love the white lid. Makes me happy. I like this packaging is so much better in person than on camera. When you look at this packaging like on camera, you're like, ugh. But it's raised, like, it's very textural, it's very satisfying in that way. This label is like paper, and when it's burning, it really is pretty. So the notes on this is fluffy marshmallow, touch of lavender, fresh vanilla bean with essential oils. And you can see this one burned really well, actually. And you can see the wax is not discolored at all. I was not in my room very often. I didn't get sick in the month of April, so I had no reason to be in my room. Plus, you know, with 3 meals to make a day and all the stuff I had to do, I didn't have time to be in my room, and this is where this candle lived. So it maybe got burned an hour, 2 hours every night. If I didn't have at least an hour to burn it, I wouldn't light it up. So that's possibly why it didn't get murky, because I didn't have a whole lot of time to burn it. But this, I would definitely repurchase this. In this packaging, I love this. So onto the wax. I have Yankee Candle Bahama Breeze. I bought these a couple years ago. They may have had a stronger throw back then, but it smells great in the packaging. It's like, it kind of smells like that drink looks. It's pineapple-y and coconutty. I mean, it was okay. I wouldn't mind repurchasing it again, just because, and I don't smell a cherry. There may be some kind of fruit note in there that is like in the background. It definitely smells like a pina colada though. I wouldn't mind repurchasing this just to see, like if I went ahead and melted one whole clam in a month. But I just don't remember, honestly. I remember when I first got it, I liked it. Did it lose its strength? Possibly it lost its strength, and that's why I don't remember it now, but I probably would repurchase it, just, you know, experiment's sake. I did finish a Yankee Candle Cafe Alfresco milk cup. Ow. I cut these. Did I say ow? I meant to say now. I cut these into 4 and put them in my warmer, and this is just like a milky, very light coffee, milky, caramelly, light caramel or brown sugar melt. It's not strong, it's a medium throw, but this for me, it lasted a long time, like longer than, like it lasted a couple days. So I probably wouldn't repurchase this, just because I'm not, like, coffee scents are not, I'm not, I like coffee scents, don't get me wrong, but it's not really anything I crave. If I craved it, yes, I would purchase it again, because it was good. Meyer Lemon Basil. I have a lot of these in my backup. I don't know if you can get these now or not. It says limited edition, but I could have swore I saw these at Walmart today. To me, this is just like a, I don't get a lot of basil. There's like a hint of something gardeny, but it's basically, I don't know if it's like what you would consider cleaner lemon. It's a nice, fresh, zesty lemon scent. It's a nice strong throw, like a 10 out of 10. The longevity is fine, depending on what warmer you use. It lasts an adequate amount of time. But like I said, it really depends on what warmer you use. This is my Neighbor Toro from L3 Waxy Wonders. I don't know if I've said that right. Totoro, I don't know. This is, the notes are outdoor, silver birches, and white woods. I like this one. This one, this is hard to describe because it smells totally different in the clamshell than it does melting. And I've discovered that with a lot of her clamshells. This is a very much an outdoor scent when it's melting, but in the clamshell, it smells like floral. It just smells floral. But I would repurchase this one. I liked it. I also finished a strawberry lemon ice milk cup. I know a lot of people love this one. It's just okay to me. It's like a tart strawberry with that lemon. So if things open back up and I can like go back into Kohl's, because I think I ordered this from Yankee back when I was hauling candles and getting like emails and such, but I don't get their emails anymore, so I don't know when these are on sale. So the only place I really can get them is Kohl's. That's the only place I know of in my area. We don't have a Yankee Candle retail store or an outlet here. So yeah, if I saw this at Kohl's and I had the urge to smell strawberry and lemon, see, I'm not even sure I would get, there's so many strawberry scents at Walmart. I'm not sure I would repurchase it. Not because it's bad. It's fine. But it's just too much trouble for me to get a hold of these right now. This is Soothe, Amorous, and Eucalyptus from DD Scents. I know it looks kind of weird. You're not used to seeing this. And it doesn't say DD Scents. Actually, it just says Wickless Fragrance Cube. So it may not be DD Scents. It just says www.hobbylobby.com, and then it just says fragrance wax melts, and then on the back, fragrance wax melts. So I'm going to do an update on my no-buy, and you will see that I have bought some things, and this is one of the things I bought this year. Because they started putting these are $3, but they've started putting them on sale. When they put their candles on sale, they put these on sale, and they're $1.50, so they're cheaper than Walmart. So I bought 4 to try them out. This is a very fresh scent. It has eucalyptus and amyris. I'm assuming amyris is like a flower. It's choking me up. Excuse me. It's okay. My husband liked it. The ones that look like this that I've tried, I have not been impressed. These don't last very long either, so I'm not sure. I don't think I would repurchase this. My husband does like the scent, so that is something. So he likes the scent, and I don't mind the scent. They just don't last as long as I would want them to. So I'm not going to say I wouldn't repurchase this for sure, but sorry, I was looking outside. There's a tractor driving down the road. Well, no, the tractor is not driving down the road. Somebody's driving the tractor down the road. Anyway, I've yammered on about this one long enough. I might repurchase it. This one I've had forever. This is Balm Fir. Now, if you've been following me, you know that I like pine scents. I like them, I feel like Dr. Seuss. I like them with ham. I like them in a can. I like them on a bus. I like them when I cuss. I like them in the bedroom. I like them on the shore. I couldn't even tell you, but I like them even more. I love pine scents, so I was just like, this has a couple cubes. I want to smell pine right now. So I threw it in my warmer, and it was okay. It was like on clearance for $1.19, and yeah, I might get it again if I felt like it. Like, that sounds like the story of my life. I might get it again if I felt like it. So I've had better pine scents, but that was on clearance, so I'm not gonna knock it. Wallflowers. I am using up all the Wallflowers I have. I cannot see myself purchasing any more. Having said that, I don't have the greatest sense of smell. If you have an awesome sense of smell and you can smell your Wallflowers, go for it. Right now in the kitchen I have blueberry maple pancakes, and I'm using my Wallflowers right now for night lights, and because they look pretty. But can I smell this? No, I cannot. And I wouldn't repurchase it. I have, the rest is Vendor Wax from L3 Waxy Wonders. I have Evenings in the Hamptons Aftershave. This is Clean Laundry, The Beach, and Aftershave. This was good. It was different. It was a laundry scent, but there was a perfumey note. I don't know, maybe that's the aftershave. The beach, I don't get the beach. Maybe if you're like not on my beach, maybe at a beach in the Hamptons where you don't really go swimming, you just walk around and pick up sea glass and look at the fancy houses. I don't know. My battery's blinking. I may not make it, but I don't think I'd repurchase this. This was like maybe like a 5 out of 10 throw. I didn't hate it. Of course I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it enough that I would like repurchase it. This is Spearmint Sea Witch, Seattle Rain, Eucalyptus, and Lemon. This didn't really leave that much of an impression on me. Yeah, I wouldn't repurchase this one. It didn't last that long, and the throw wasn't that great. And then I finished Fruit Loops Lemon Curd Peach Gummy Candies. This smelled mostly like peach gummy candies, and this one did last a good while. I bought this for the summer last year and I didn't use it. This lasted, you know, a good solid day, so 24 hours. I let it go all day, and then the next day, and by let it go all day, I don't mean like 24 hours. Like, I turned it on, let it go, turn it off at night, and then the next day I turned it on, and it still had some scent. So, it was okay. If you're in the mood for something peach, I would say go for it. So, as far as a standout wax melt, I would probably have to say I love my Meyer Lemon Basil. I just love it. I don't have any brand new wax melts that just wowed me. There was 2 candles which I talked about that I wasn't crazy about. Sorry, I keep thinking my battery's gonna die. But I think my 2 favorite, and I'm gonna give them, like, these tied. And they tied because they were in my room creating a scent medley, melody, actually. It was like an orchestra in here. It was like a scent orchestra, and it made me so happy. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though my location isn't the greatest, my lighting isn't the greatest. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. And please give me a thumbs up. And I will see you in my next video, friends. Bye.